What is up, Virgo? How are you guys doing? It is time to go ahead and knock out your extended reading for June 2024. So I'm just going to give it one last swoop across the table and see if there's any breadcrumbs that I left on the table for the month of June before we move on to the mid-month messages. Those are my favorite. Anyway, for those of you who would like a personal reading, right down here in the description of this video is a link that'll take you straight to that page on my website where you can find everything you need to know as far as how to go about doing that. All right, I'm starting this off with your love interest. Mainly geared toward the singles, but I guess you don't have to be single. Whatevs, man. All right. Person that you're interested in. Let's see. What can we tell Virgo about their love interest? Any more crumbs I left on the table? Uh-oh. Page of Cups is reversed there. And the Page of Pentacles is reversed too. I feel like there's a third party in the mix here. Third party in the mix. And it's right next to the Two of Coins. Maybe this person's juggling you and someone else. Oh, man. Are some of you interested in somebody who's already in a relationship, maybe? I just don't really know if this person's ready to settle down right now. I think they may have some insecurity issues, possibly a fear of abandonment. They just don't really know if they're ready to settle down. And I also don't think they know whether or not they want you or somebody else. Something similar came up for the Leo reading, and I told them the same thing. You know what I would say? You don't know if you want me or them? Go have them. Go and have them. You think you'll find better? Go find it. Go on, go find it. That's just me though. But yeah, the door's hanging wide open. The metaphorical proverbial doors hanging wide open. My cat's over there making noise. Sorry about that. But no love offer is being extended or accepted. Well, it could be an Aries for some of you. I also have Taurus here. Let's see how they feel about you. What are their deepest feelings for you? What are their true intentions? How's their energy look? What kind of person are they? Are they a reliable, honest person of respect and integrity? Or are they a little shithead? Let's see. Ace of Swords reversed. Hang on, let's see what else comes through. Page of Swords reversed. So this person is a horrible communicator. And they're probably not really all that honest either. Moon card, Ace of Swords reversed. I think they may be a little bit secretive. High Priestess, Moon card, Ace, Page of Swords, both reversed. I think this person's the secretive type. They keep little secrets. They're not all the way 100% open, honest, and forthcoming. Probably with anybody, to be honest with you. I don't think it's just you. And the Empress is reversed again. So they're not sure if they want to settle down. It's not telling me anything about their feelings for you, though. It's not telling me anything about their feelings for you. I think they don't know how they feel about you. That's the only thing I can think. This person kind of feels like the type to be like maybe wishy-washy, inconsistent, can't make up their mind, says one thing one day, another thing another day, you know, that type of energy. Especially if you're dealing with somebody that's been stringing you along. sending you mixed signals. I think they're just wishy-washy. They don't know how the hell they feel. They don't know what the hell they want. Let's get the advice on this. What is the advice on this? What is the best advice? Sorry if y'all hear background noise. My cats are getting the zoomies tonight. I got 3 cats. And they're getting the zoomies. All right. Don't get involved in a third-party situation. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, both reversed. I know that some of you don't really have any proof that there's a third party. In which case I would say that, we ain't got no time for somebody that don't know what they want. We ain't got time for that. If you don't know what you want, I'll make the decision for you later. But especially those of you who know that there's like somebody else involved, there's somebody that wants them, especially if they're open about it. Yeah, this person's wanting to get with me. And it's like, well, are you wanting to be with them or me? Oh, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. But this person still won't leave them alone and they won't put their foot down. You ever see somebody dealing with somebody like that? Oh, isn't that so frustrating? When you're interested in somebody and somebody else is interested in them too, but they talk shit about them behind their back, but they won't put their foot down and tell them to leave them alone. You better run as far as you can from that person. They bullshitting you. They are bullshitting you. Talking cash money shit behind their back. Nah, I don't want them. I'm not interested in them. Well, why you still be texting them and shit then? Like, if you don't want them and you don't want them to be with you, put your damn foot down and say, leave me the hell alone. It's because they like the attention. Come on now. We ain't got no time for games, man. Ain't got no time for games, and that's a goddamn game. That is a fucking game. All right. Moving on. The current person. Current relationship. If you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns in your current relationship, this is not for you. Any other breadcrumbs we can tell Virgo about the current relationship? Boom! 10 of Wands. So, this is telling me somebody's about to walk away from this. The burden of this is just getting too damn heavy. Some of you, there may be a suspected third party possibly, but I just feel like the burden of this is getting too heavy. You've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And this is telling me that you kind of have depleted yourself. You've completely drained yourself dry. It almost just doesn't even feel like there's any love there at all anymore. So then it's like, okay, well, if I'm fucking drained dry emotionally, and this relationship ain't nothing but a burden, what the hell am I doing here? Some of you may have only stuck around this long because of financial reasons, possibly. But it really feels like it's getting to a point now where it's like, man, you know what? I would rather be alone in a little 1-bedroom apartment and live in peace than live in a mansion and be miserable in a toxic relationship. Some of y'all are really starting to get to that point. I know it's not financial for all of you, but you know that energy where it's like, man, fuck this. Nothing is more important than peace. And it just does not look like there's any peace here. Doesn't look like it. So I'm feeling like somebody's about to walk away from this. That feels like your energy. It really does. Drain, dry. Okay, we're going in circles. We already talked about that. Now let's see how they be feeling about you. Let's see how the current person is feeling about Virgo. How's the current person feeling about Virgo? Same way. Same damn card I just showed you. It's a different deck though. Same way. But they're afraid to abandon this. They're afraid to leap out into the unknown. Same way, they don't feel the connection either. Ten of Cups, Lovers card reversed. They don't feel the connection either. No, they don't. A lot of unhealed heartbreak. And it's nothing but a burden to them too, but they're afraid to leap out into the unknown. You know, it's sad, but if you sit in shit long enough, you'll eventually quit smelling. You can still get comfortable in a toxic situation, but it's getting to the point to where this isn't even becoming comfortable for either of you anymore. But you're still this person's comfort zone. So while you're ready to abandon this, they're not, even though they pretty much feel the same way you do. Well, damn dog, Virgo's messages are coming through quick tonight. What's the advice on this? What is the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, I knew that was going to come out. Look. Some of y'all know this to be common sense, but some of you don't. When you, especially if this was long term, when you exit a relationship, especially if it's long term, the last thing you need to worry about is a new relationship for many different reasons. For starters, the cause of your unhappiness is not the relationship. Now, I'm not saying that the relationship isn't adding to your unhappiness, but that's not the root cause of it. And the solution is definitely not a new relationship. Vibration is the primary law. Primary. Attraction is the secondary law. You only attract in according to the frequency in which you vibrate. If you are currently in a miserable relationship, that means that you are vibrating at a frequency that harmoniously resonates with a miserable relationship. So if you are vibrating at the frequency of a miserable relationship and you attract another person into your life, you're going to manifest another miserable relationship. This right here is saying, go on ahead and walk out. If for those of you looking for the validation or the reassurance that that's the right decision, go ahead and walk away. Okay. However, take some time to grieve and heal. If you take the time to grieve and heal and let yourself go through a period of gestation and change and return back to balance, you could end up attracting your actual person in the next year. Don't go looking for it. Don't go out there desperately searching for it. You focus on your vibration and you'll attract it. You won't have to go looking for it. Matter of fact, the harder you try to go find it, the more it's going to hide from you. Because when you set out searching for something like that, you don't realize it, but you're asking the universe to play a game of hide and seek, and the universe will definitely play that with you. All right. That gummit Virgo message is coming through quick tonight. All right. Person from the past. I've been getting a lot of past personal readings here lately. Like way more than usual. Well, back 2 or 3 years ago, 90% of my readings were all past person relationships. And then that kind of stopped for a while. And the overwhelming majority of the readings that I've done have either been current person or potential love interest. And then now here for the past like month, all the past person people have been coming for personal readings. So maybe I should have done that first. I don't know. Let's see if there's any more breadcrumbs we can tell Virgo about the person from the past. Let's see. Lover's card reversed. So whatever it was that happened between the two of you that separated the two of you absolutely put a permanent dent in the connection. It absolutely did. You've been doing more healing than you know, though. You absolutely have been doing more healing than you know. I am thinking that there will be an open door of opportunity that will allow you to reconnect with this person. And I don't even know if you're going to go there. I think you're finally starting to come to your senses and realize that it just would never be the same. You may be thinking about how bad you want to get back with them and this and that, the third and the other thing. And in your mind and your imagination, you're painting the picture of what you think it would be like and how bad you want that. And then you actually connect with him, or maybe you just see him out somewhere. Maybe you just see him at goddamn Walmart or something. And then it all hits you like this big download where it's like, oh, wow. It wouldn't be the same. Boom. Boom. You're going to let go of this by default. So I do think that there will be an opportunity for a lot of you to get closure. But I'm feeling, like I said, there's a group of you that aren't even going to need that. All you got to do is see them somewhere, or have like a quick little, maybe you run into them at a party or something like that, or, you know, you run into them out shopping somewhere or something. And one short, brief little exchange back and forth, and it hits you. Wow, that connection is just gone. It's gone. Wow. And then you let go by default and never think about it again. Don't even be meaning to. You go from one day missing the hell out of this person to the next day like, whoa, fuck that. I'm going to tell y'all what right now, especially you youngins out there, especially you youngins, give Father Time the chance to do his thing. I'm going to tell you what, if you be patient and you let Father Time do his thing, you will look back and be so thankful. So every day I'm reminded of that, every single day. Every single person that I used to trip on back in the day, you know, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, everybody I would trip on. Now I look at them and I'm like, ugh. Thank you, universe, for not letting that happen. For real, dude. For real. Funny as fuck. And that's one of the best feelings in the world. When you end up seeing why the universe didn't let something happen that you thought you wanted. When you end up seeing the reality of it, that's the best feeling in the world. That feeling of gratitude that wells up in your heart, you know? Anyway, trailing off. Let's see the past person's feelings for you. What's the past person's feelings and intentions towards Virgo, universe? How do they feel about you? So they definitely don't suspect that you're thinking about them. Yeah, they're looking at you and they feel like you've moved on and you're happy. I think they're a little bit intimidated too. I think they feel a little bit stupid. Yeah, they definitely feel stupid. They know they screwed up something good. Maybe that's the reason why, if you get the chance to connect with this person, it's going to turn very unexpectedly into a brick wall energetically because they feel stupid. They're embarrassed. They feel awkward and shy and weird. Because it looks like you just fucking moved on and you're doing great. You don't need them. You're doing better than you've ever done. You're doing better than you were doing with them. Now, is that the reality of the situation? I don't know. But from their perspective, that's what it looks like. Maybe for some of you, they're just projecting their insecurities. I don't know. But that's what it looks like. Because they see you as 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Like you're moving on, doing better than you ever would have done with them, so they feel kind of dumb. 7 of Swords reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, Empress reversed. They feel stupid because you look happy as hell in their eyes. Well, we kind of got the outcome there, so let's jump to the advice. What's the advice? 3 of Pentacles. Death card, man. So this cycle has got to be closed out. And I know that a lot of you don't want to hear that right now. I know that. But I promise you, as bad as you think you want them right now, if you give Father Time the chance to do what he got to do, not only will you be thanking the universe later, but you will end up attracting a person that will make you look back on them and laugh. You'll look back on them and kick yourself in the ass. Like, that's as good as I thought I could do back then? What was wrong with me? I thought that was all I deserved. What the fuck was wrong with me? Promise you. So, for some of you, I think a conversation would be helpful. Well, and it depends on how long ago this happened. For those of you who dealt with a connection that just recently came to an end, I think a little bit more healing needs to be done. But if this was something that was a little while ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, I think a conversation would help. I think it would help. Because you don't realize it. You don't realize this. But the last time you and this person spoke, the last time you saw this person, your memory took a snapshot of that person. And you're still holding that snapshot in your memory. That snapshot was taken through the lens from which you viewed the world then. Now, you don't realize it, but you have a new lens now. You don't realize it because that kind of thing happens slowly. That the lens through which you view the world slowly changes and bends and flexes and evolves. But when you think back on this person, the only thing you have to refer to is that snapshot that you took in your mind. Right? So you don't really have anything else to compare it to because you only hold it in your memory. And then you end up connecting with them later on down the line. And this weird feeling of, I don't know if I want to say cognitive dissonance, but this weird, interesting feeling washes over you where you're seeing things more clearly now. So you're seeing them through the new lens and comparing that to the snapshot you took in your mind. And now it's like the universe has a whole new light shining on them. You see them for who they really are. You see the relationship for what it really was. And instantaneously, that whole download of information hits you at once. Where it's like, oh, now it makes sense. I really don't know how to put a lot of words to that. But sometimes a conversation can really help that process along. if you have a conversation with that person. Sometimes. You got to be careful though and feel that energy out, because if you're not in the right place vibrationally, then the exact opposite could happen. And you could get sucked back in. It could bring up a bunch of old feelings and then just pull you right back down again, you know. So you got to pay very close attention to your own frequency. I would say that those of you who do end up being faced with an open door of opportunity to connect with this person, take it, have a quick conversation with them, say your piece, and pay attention. Pay attention, pay very close attention. You're the one with the upper hand, you just don't know it. This person feels stupid. You may not know it, but they do. But I think that if you talk to this person, you're gonna see how stupid they feel. It's gonna be written all over them. So, you'll be able to close this out before 2024 is over. And for those of you who play your cards right, you could end up being with your actual person. Well, depending on how quick you close this out, you could do that before 2024 is over. But I definitely think you'll be with your person by the time the clock strikes 2026. Okay? All right, well, I do feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.